The laws of physics, the law of conservation of energy. This law states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, but only transformed from one form to another. It emphasizes that the total amount of energy in a closed system remains constant over time, the law of gravity. This fundamental law describes the force of attraction between two objects with mass. It states that every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The law of motion, Newton's laws. These laws, formulated by Sir Isaac Newton, describe the fundamental principles governing the motion of objects. They include the law of inertia: an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an external force. The law of acceleration. The acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force applied to it and inversely proportional to its mass. The law of action and reaction. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The law of electromagnetism. This law encompasses a range of phenomena related to electricity and magnetism. It describes the interaction between electric charges and magnetic fields, emphasizing how electric currents produce magnetic fields and how changing magnetic fields induce electric currents. The law of thermodynamics. These laws describe the behavior of energy and heat transfer within systems. They include the first law of thermodynamics, law of energy conservation. Energy in a closed system is conserved, and it can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can be transferred or transformed from one form to another. The second law of thermodynamics, law of entropy. The entropy, or disorder, of a closed system tends to increase over time, and natural processes tend to move towards a state of higher entropy. The third law of thermodynamics: as temperature approaches absolute zero, the entropy of a pure, perfect crystal approaches a minimum value. The law of electromagnetic radiation. This law describes the behavior of electromagnetic waves, including visible light, radio waves, microwaves, X-rays, and gamma rays. It emphasizes that these waves travel at the speed of light, exhibit both wave and particle properties, and their behavior is governed by principles such as reflection, refraction, and interference. The law of conservation of mass. This law, closely related to the law of conservation of energy, states that mass cannot be created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. It emphasizes that the total mass of reactants must be equal to the total mass of products. These laws of physics represent fundamental principles that describe the behavior of the physical world. They have been formulated through careful observation, experimentation, and mathematical analysis, enabling us to understand and predict the workings of the universe around us.